Hey guys, so I'm going to be making a lot more videos. A lot of them will be more oriented towards the discussion about Bitcoin, discussion about Bitcoin mining, blogging more. We will not be able to show our latest data center, but we will show a little bit of our older data centers that uh, we were able to get permission from our investors to do that at least. So uh, just for some news as updates, even though we cannot show it, we did gain a couple of investors that were allowing us to build our next data center, which will house 5,000 S9s or whatever else comes out in the meantime. Currently, we just received the 1,100 S9s, and we plan on being the third largest Bitcoin miner in the world. So, a lot of exciting things are happening. But I was bombarded with requests for more videos, so I've gone to them and asked about that, and so they're going to allow me to do, this type of stuff. So what we're going to talk to you about, or what I'm going to talk to you about today is Bitcoin price. Um, Bitcoin price, why it's rising, why it's gone over $1,000, where it's headed next. Well, in my opinion, um, Bitcoin price is well over $1,000 and will continue to rise due to the instability of the global currency situation. We have places like India, uh, heck, even Germany, all sorts of places that are putting in capital controls and trying to eliminate the cash factor. As this happens, it is going to continually push the uh, people into Bitcoin, because if you have on one hand you have a corrupt government who you wake up one day and they say, oh, by the way, that money that you have, well, guess what? It's worthless. How much are you going to trust them? And if they say, oh, well, we got a plan. Really? Really? How many times have we heard that? In some countries in Africa, they hear that every 2 weeks they have a new plan. And so nobody believes in them. And unfortunately, especially with India, they are just suffering tremendously with the fact that many people have never had bank accounts in India, and they're trying to force everybody into the banking system. Well, I got news for you. They don't trust the banks, and there's a reason why they don't trust the banks. None of us trust you. You've all been proven to be liars, thieves, greedy bastards that are only out for your own selfish and self-centered gains. And this is why Bitcoin offers such a revolutionary um, idea to so many people, and why it brings so much value, because no government on this planet can control it. Thank God. This is what is giving it its intrinsic value. This is why you will never understand Bitcoin, because it is not something that you can manipulate. So Bitcoin is going to continually rise as the uh, currency wars continue to heat up. We've got Chinese renminbi constantly being devalued. This is pushing the Chinese into the Bitcoin sector. We have the Indians with their devaluation and their demonetization and theft of wealth going on in the Indian nation, as well as now they are going after the gold. Um, this is going to continually push people into cryptocurrencies. So, but what people have to understand is that, yes, the price is rising. You can say, well, I may not be able to afford $1,000. Well, let's say you could afford $500. Well, that would get you maybe a little bit less than half of Bitcoin now. But let's say you held it for just a year. Estimates are we're going to be at least $13,000 by the end of 2017, if not higher. The best estimates right now, I would say, is going to put us at about 6 months out as the furthest I would forecast. Primarily just because there are too many unknown factors. But I will say that by the end of 2017, I believe that we will be well above $10,000 per Bitcoin. So if you had a half of a Bitcoin, well, your $500 investment is now a $5,000 investment. So I would suggest that everyone go out and convert their fiat as much as they can into Bitcoin, because you will see the highest return on your gains. For instance, if you had bought Facebook at the time of its IPO and you had held it until now, you would have about $9,000. If you had spent $1,000 on the Facebook stock, and then you also spent $1,000 in Bitcoin at the exact same time, currently you would have over $600,000 and rising. So, which is the better investment to you? So, this is what we're looking at when it comes to Bitcoin. Do not be worried about the price. Don't say you cannot purchase a Bitcoin, because you can. Even if it's $10 worth now, you can put that into a wallet and you can let it grow. So the fact that Bitcoin is very fungible and can be divided up in many different ways, it cancels out the need for any type of remittance. No longer will you have to go to Western Union, the thugs at Western Union that like to steal. The most hardworking and most needing of all of society. And these thugs rob people. That's the type of people that need to have Bitcoin, so that they can, if they're here in America and they've got someone back in their home country, they can have a person in their home country have a wallet there, and they can have a wallet here. Every week, let's say they buy $10 worth of Bitcoin and they send it home. Well, guess what? It only costs you a few pennies to send that $10 home. Try and do that with going to PayPal, Western Union, any of these remittance places, and you will end up paying more, like probably $40 or $50 to send $10, which is theft. So there are plenty of new options coming out. For instance, this year, because of some lightening up of regulations here in the United States, we will finally be able to get some prepaid Visa cards through a couple of the regulated exchanges, such as BitPay and Coinbase. I'm looking forward to trying these. I'm going to get both of those particular cards and use them myself, because I try to use very little of the banking system. I've been burned by the banking system many times, and do not keep hardly any wealth in their system. But so my prediction is that probably by the end of March, we will be pushing close to $3,000 per Bitcoin. I also foresee that by June, we're going to be pushing close to $10,000 per Bitcoin. These are based on multiple of different stats that I, as a Six Sigma black belt, process and do my charting and my statistical analysis based on these. This is why I got into Bitcoin in the first place. I was running the numbers and running the data. Seeing the adoption rate, seeing the month-over-month increases. As a miner, I'm seeing increases that are 200% plus in our mining fees being processed. So that's a great thing for me. Seeing the month-over-month increase in active users of Bitcoin wallets, seeing the month-over-month increase in transactions, total transactions upon the network. These are all growing exponentially, usually anywhere from 200 to 800% a month. So this is something that we can have continued to see for about the past year, and I believe this is going to be a trend that is going to continue far into the future because of all of the issues that we have coming up with our current financial systems. So that's my take on the Bitcoin price over the next 6 months to a year. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask and write and let me know. Try to get to as many as I possibly can. There are some that end up in my spam folders and whatnot. I try to check that every now and then. Also, do not send me a email on YouTube. I don't check that YouTube email. If you're going to want to send me an email, my email addresses are on the on some of my videos. I posted them. I'll try and post one under this video as well. That's how you can get a hold of me. And as always, if you like this video, hit the like button. Also, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to these videos, I will be having a lot more videos coming. I'm going to try and do at least one a day if possible here in the near future. I am also going to be improving my video. This particular webcam kind of sucks, and my platform kind of sucks at this point. I'm just kind of getting into this, and so that will be improving as well. If you have any comments about my videos, feel free to tell me what you think, whether it's critical or not. But I will say no one should be posting links to any of their sites on my channel. I will delete you and block you immediately. But as always, have a wonderful day and help everyone.